Hello and warm welcome to each and every one of you today. For those of you who are connecting with me for the first time, a very special welcome to you. For those of you who have been aligning with me and the thoughts that we flow with, I hope this is a catalyst for you to move from where you are to where you need to be. And so as I took a few moments just to reflect on what is it about being a woman and our health of the mind and health of the body? So as you all know, in the times we are at the moment, more and more, day by day, our health is really challenging us. Be it emotional stress, mental stress, physical stress, financial stress, relationship stress, it is all impacting our health. And for today, I would love for you to hear and see and feel yourself in a different light. Because my observation over the last 27 years delving into the mind-body link has brought me to this very profound understanding that where I am at the moment with my health, let's just talk physical health because it's something we can see, we feel, we go through, right? Is actually a reflection of what's happening in my inner world. Have you ever stopped and asked yourself, I am taking all these medications, I'm eating healthily maybe, I'm exercising, but still the health is challenging us. Your body is the first line of defense that will tell you what's happening in the world of our mind. And you better than anyone knows yourself the best. Let's face it, right? And so I just want to share an experience that I've been through, because I think experience is the best teacher of life. That it's been for many years where I've had a bit of chronic condition with my lower back. And no doubt I have done so many things to curb the discomfort, but no satisfaction. And I'd say more so in the last 4 years. But I've observed over this year of 2024 how there's been huge highs and huge lows, and I've really implemented I think good eating habits. I mean, I am vegan, I take a good probiotic, maybe I don't exercise as much, but it should help a bit, right? But it actually got worse. And upon reflection, I've realized, especially over the last 4 weeks, if I may say so, that the most important component was number one, hydration. And if I may share, number two was what was happening subconsciously that was triggering off the imbalance in my body. And I have to tell you, it's really been quite a journey to delve within my own mind. And I'm sure for you as well, it's not an easy process to just stop, observe, and then steer forward in life, because life is, such a rat race. It's all about achievements, earning money, and just moving forward. But in doing so, it's the yin and yang of life, right? We want all the luxuries of life and we want a peaceful life, but on the other hand, we are self-sabotaging, if I may say so. And so I'm really finding now more than ever, there is such a need to take time for oneself, quality time. Now, I don't mean just going for a cup of coffee with a friend or a beautiful holiday or buying a new home or maybe moving countries. All of that is fantastic and it's your good fortune that has shown up. Wonderful. But I'm just finding that more and more underneath that layer is something brewing, should I say. And we're going to get into it right now. And I'll go back to the example that I have had with my lower back. And from about maybe 80% pain, it's now about 20%. And it's been a journey, no doubt. And I will share with you that, you know, I, for one, don't align much with medication. I always search for the root cause of why this is happening. Hence, we are here on this platform today. So what I've observed is step number one is on a physical level, because the body does need to be taken care of because it houses the energy of who you really are, and vice versa. How I am feeling internally is going to impact my health. So there's a beautiful synergy between the mind, the body, and your life force vitality. And if you're listening to this right now, it really requires one to shift out of the old paradigm way of thinking, where it's very tangible and you just, you just take something and you expect the outcome. But number one, your health is telling you full stop and redirect life. So coming back to what we were sharing, which is, how do I start the whole journey of getting to the root of my challenges, if I may say so? So we're going to start off with the health, because that's so real. However you're feeling right now can either make you feel happy and joyful and you smile and you're really grateful for life, or you might be facing some kind of ill health. And when there's pain in the body, it's the most challenging experience to go through, where you can't think clearly. You then maybe lash out on your loved ones because you're not in control of your own well-being, and it's a ripple effect. And so the root cause is, what is it that I am holding subconsciously that I have not taken the time to address? And so going back to the lower back, because this has been my experience, and to share how I've found the magic potion, should I say, to harmonize and get myself back into balance. But yes, no doubt, every day is a new experience, and there are days where I will experience the pain, and it will take me, I think now it takes me about an hour and a half to reset, and I'm back on track. And so I'd love to share that with you. So coming back to the lower back discomfort. So if you are on this platform right now, and if you are experiencing a lower back pain, and you just very well know how that discomfort will be. And so upon my own research, and no doubt the help of my husband Avinal, he has been quite the instrument to help me plateau through the period, and with a lot of patience, a lot of research, and change in my mindset and eating habits. The lovely word to look at here is becoming more mindful of myself, becoming more aware of what's happening internally. And so let's get into it, right? So the lower back is, if you think about it, it is the base of your spine, and it is what moves your whole body forward. If you cannot move your body, you're kind of stuck, and your whole life just stands still. Let's just face it. And so what I found is, on a very tangible level, is to, amazingly enough, detox. I was just reflecting that in order for you to want anything in life, you have to let go of something, which is not an easy process. But step number one is to detox your colon. Now, really, nobody had told me this. In all my years of research and finding out myself on a deeper level, I was not aware until the pain came through, and that was again an eye-opener. And so another important lesson is that whatever you're going through, whatever pain you're going through, is actually a blessing in disguise. believe it or not. It's to take you from where you are to where you ideally need to be. So your higher self, your true purpose, or your calling, you may call it. And so it's just to become more aware of yourself, number one, to become friends with yourself. And so that inner dialogue that happens, you are able to then separate yourself from your self-talk and then get to your higher self. These are the three components that we now need to look at. Where I am right now, where do I want to be, and what do I need to change? As we all know, change is never easy, right? I mean, it's taken me 4 years to wrap my head around why I am having constant lower back pains. And so I feel so relieved today to be able to share with you the tools that I have been using. And number one is, what was the subconscious belief patterns that I was thinking year in, year out, that was triggering off the pain, or that does trigger off the pain? And upon close examination through meditation, I found it was a few things, but number one, it was a feeling of low self-esteem, a feeling of not feeling a sense of belonging. And it's such an irony, because I grew up in a background, my family background was one of absolute love, care, nurturing, and all my needs were provided for. I really came from a very loving family. Whatever, as a child growing up, whatever you want, your parents would provide, right? So on a physical level, the needs were provided, but there was something within Prishana that was not, if I say, happy with myself, but nobody knew it on the external, because in the world we live in, you have to just be fine and carry on with life, right? But years later, which is, I have to say, from 4 years ago to now, it was this deep inner work on the subconscious mind through the tools of meditation, journaling, changing my diet, which was the most difficult, was to change my diet. And in retrospect, 4 years later, I can see the fruit of that effort. So number one is to look at yourself and ask yourself, what is the pain in my mind that I'm holding? And you may say, I'm fine and all is well, but look deeper, as I have just shared. Number two is take time out in a day, minimum 30 minutes for self-care, for meditation. And your answers will just flow, or questions will come up, or you might even battle with yourself. But be patient. This is the key to rebuild your self-respect, self-esteem, which will then give birth to your self-worth, and the game changes. And so that is something I really would love for you to explore. And it's a journey, no doubt. I mean, I've been doing it for about 27 years now. So it is a process with practicing of love for yourself that you will get to where you want to be. And then, yes, no doubt, I made some pivotal changes in my diet. Like I avoid sugar in the raw form, but yes, fruits have sugar. I mean, I'm not pedantic about it, but I've observed how when I changed a few things, it had an impact on my health. And so the milk, the sugar, a lot of sweet things. I mean, you can have your sweet things, but just not every day. And watch and see the ripple effect on your health of your mind. Number one, you just have a more clear perspective to life, clear perspective to yourself, and clear perspective to your health. And so then it's this aspect of decluttering, moving away things that no longer serve you. So this was a mouthful. I'd love for you to dissect it, absorb it, and see what you come up with. And I would love for you to share your thoughts, your comments, your questions on our platform, and let's move from where we are to where we need to be. So, from me, Prashana, thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to our future engagements. Lots of love, light, and healing abundantly to you. Bye for now.